G'day everybody, welcome Patterson here as a Friday night with another VS review. Now our VS review for tonight is the 90s, the decade that delivered 1999 VS from 7 Sport. So let's have a look at the design. So it's all about the AFL licensed product, the 90s with the wet 7 football, the decade that delivered. It has a black background, there's a prime picture of the MCG during the centenary celebrations in 1996. G1 with the 7 Sport logo. There is the Australian football video logo, the 90s, the decade that delivered. This is video number 223, G1. Well, the 1990s is one of the greatest decades in AFL football. It saw the introduction of 3 new teams in Adelaide, Fremantle and Port Adelaide. We would farewell Fitzroy as they merged with the Brisbane Bears to become the Brisbane Lions. And it produced some of the greatest players of all time, with the likes of Carey, Tony Lockett, Harvey, Jason Dunstall, Gary Ablett, James Hird, Tony Modra, and Darren Jarman, just to name a few. This video has highlights from every year of the 90s, as it aired in a Channel 7 Primetime special before the 1999 Grand Final. It has lots of memorable moments, interviews with some of the biggest names in football, and much more. Hosted by Bruce McAvaney. This is one of the greatest documentaries in AFL history. It is a must watch for all AFL fans. We've got 5 prime pictures. First one's on Wayne Carey. The second one's on Tony Lockett. In the middle we've got Gary Ablett. The fourth one on Harvey. And the fifth one on Jason Dunstall. It's a 7 Sport production, released in 1999 by Visual Train Group, and it goes for 140 minutes. Here's the tape, Australian football video, the 90s, the decade that delivered. The tape is in great condition, it plays superbly. This is an awesome video, a must watch for all AFL fans. It is one of the greatest videos of all time. That will wrap up this edition of VS Views. Thank you for watching. If you're not interested in VS Views, VS Hobbies, VS Pros, and from the vault, put them in the comment section below. Don't forget to put those thumbs up and subscribe. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video much as I have. Now we've got a lot of awesome content coming up for your great entertainment right here on YouTube and Patterson AFL. Anyway, we'll wrap for now. Thank you for watching. This has been AFL on 7. Good night, everyone.